Hey everyone, it's David from Softwash Evolution. Welcome back to another video. If you could tell by that title and the thumbnail right there, in this video I'm going to answer, is it too late to start a wash business, pressure washing and soft washing here in the spring of 2026? Not only springtime, is it too late to start? Should I have started last year? Is 2026, is the easy money over? Did I miss the boat? Should I still be starting this business? You might be asking yourself that if you're looking to get into this line of work. You're probably seeing more yard signs, more guys posting before and afters, more stuff all over social media, and it feels like you kind of showed up late and you missed the boat. So no hype on this video. I'm just going to answer the question for you. Is it too late to start? Pay attention. So the reason I wanted to make this video is I've got a lot of questions coming through YouTube. I know I started my consulting calls a couple weeks ago. I've had probably 16 people I've done one-on-one 1-hour calls with, and it's a lot of newer guys getting into this business. Some of them 18 years old, some of them in their 50s, but they're getting started. Maybe they've done it for a year or two, but they want to go full-time. Sometimes they're just getting started with a side hustle. And it seems to be the same question from a lot of guys, from everyone. You know, I think I missed it. You know, everyone else said they've been doing it for a while. Did I miss the boat on this one? So your mentality right there kind of tells you're in the wrong spot. This business is not dead. It's growing and thriving. You're going to see more competition. Are you going to see more competition than you did 5 years ago? If you're in this business, then absolutely, because you're going to see what your mind wants to see. You know, it's kind of like when you picked out that new truck from the dealership you wanted to get, the one, you know, the certain model, the certain trim level with all the options. You picked out that one. You know, you finally pick it up, you get it, and now all of a sudden you start seeing that truck everywhere. Well, why did everybody copy me? That's what you're thinking. They didn't copy you. Those were already out there. You just didn't notice it until you had it. Now you think everybody else has got it. The same amount of them are out there. It's going to go that way for wash businesses or any business too. You started a service, outdoor service businesses, you're outside servicing customers. You're going to start seeing more of them. That doesn't mean they are starting up left and right. The problem with washing, exterior cleaning, pressure washing, soft washing, window cleaning is that the barrier to entry is low. I've made another video about that. I mean, $1,000, $1,500 and you can get started in a legitimate business. When the entry is low, the turnover is high. That's the problem. So if you treat this like it's going to be easy money, I'm just going to get in there, $1,500, buy a pressure washer. People are going to call me left and right. I'm going to wash it. It's going to be easy. You know, outside in the summertime, spraying water, and I'm going to have a ton of money, and that's it. I'm done. If you treat it like that, then yeah, you're going to be out of business within a year, and it's going to be hard. Even if you do survive, it's going to be a long, tough climb for you. So let's get into a little more of that. So I know I've made other videos about this, but with the turnover being high, most of the people that start in this business won't be here in year two. And it's because they didn't treat it like a business. They treat it like a side hustle. It's okay if you start it as a side hustle. A lot of people do. I did. If you continue to treat it like that past the first starting bit, I mean, it's a different time frame for everyone, but you can't keep thinking of it like that. The first winter is going to be your break point, no matter where you are in the country, even if you've got milder climate and you can wash all year round, it's going to slow down. I've made videos about that too. December hits January and it's like someone just jumped on the brakes. You're going to feel that, and that's where most people drop. And then they come up like weeds again in the spring. Here they come. The pickup trucks with the pressure washer in the back and the yard sign, I'll wash your driveway for $99. I can already see them coming. If you want to be one of those guys, yeah, you're going to struggle. You're going to say that the market is saturated, that there's too many people. I should have done something else. I'm going to sell all this equipment on Facebook and go buy start doing concrete work or building decks or being a general contractor or one of those things. Or if you brought on all your buddies, if you made that huge mistake and you brought your cousin and your brother-in-law and the 3 guys you went to high school with because you work well together, if you brought that crew on, then yeah, you're probably going to suffer through your first winter and be out of business in the next year. This is the type of job, it rewards being different. If you're going to advertise like everyone else and just throw $500 at Facebook, if you're going to just post a before and after on Facebook or on YouTube or on Instagram or on Nextdoor or Thumbtack or any of them, start the list, they're all the same. If you just want to post a before and after of a dirty driveway and a clean driveway, if you're going to put a yard sign right next to the other 50 yard signs at the gas station corner, if you're going to throw $500 at Facebook ads, like I said, if you're going to do what everyone else does, you're going to suffer. You're going to feel that saturation. You're going to be racing to the bottom. If you treat this like a real business from the get-go, if you get organized, stop worrying about having the coolest equipment and looking cool, and you treat it like a real business and stay professional, you'll have success much sooner. The competition that's out there, if you're going to be just like them, you're going to fall by the wayside. If they have a bigger budget than you, they're just going to out-advertise you. Sorry, tripping over my own words. Getting organized from the get-go, it's something that everyone could use. When I started, it was, the paper and the notes app and just sending random text messages. If you want to get more organized from the get-go, you'll definitely hit the ground running, especially when that first winter hits. Having the customers you already have, being able to rebook them, being able to offer them your off-season services if you're plowing snow or if you're doing junk removal, if you're painting, if you're doing anything at all. Maybe you're subbing work out and working for someone else. Being able to rebook those customers the next year or throughout the year is going to make or break you right there. Not having to throw all your money away in the springtime on new equipment and throwing it to Google and Facebook to buy all new customers, because that's what you're doing, is buying new customers. So having something up front, having systems in place is what takes over from being an amateur. So I'll get into those systems. Having something down, having a CRM in place that can handle all your customers right there. Being able to send out estimates, send out quotes and estimates, booking your jobs, asking for reviews right away, getting paid right away. All of that will snowball in. Having a system in place is what keeps your business from failing. Equipment's cool, but horsepower doesn't win this battle. This is the battle of customers, getting them and keeping them and rebooking them. I know you've seen my other videos before. I use Jobber. This video is sponsored, so I'm going to put their link in the description. Check it out. Use it if it makes sense to you. The link will save you like 20% off the first 6 months. There's several different tiers you can sign up for, but having a CRM in place like that is just one system that makes your business successful. It's not about working more and working harder. It's having something to handle the boring stuff, the invoices, the quotes. All that stuff is what actually makes you money, but you don't realize it. Have a system to handle all that so you can do the work. That's where it comes down to. A business like this, if you're looking to just make the easy money, make a lot of money and not have to do any work, you're going to get hurt. This is the type of thing, it rewards professionalism, it rewards routine boringness, which unfortunately there is part of that. That's why I like to have a system to handle all that. So that's it for this video. Until the next one, make sure you like and subscribe.